The American government handed over through the acting U.S. Defense Secretary Christopher Miller, 1.38 billion Philippine peso or $29 million worth of defense gears. This includes snipers and anti-IED equipment, were officially turned over to Department of National Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana as a symbol of Philippines and the United States warm alliances. Along with Secretary Lorenzana accepting the military aids is the Foreign Affairs Secretary Theodore Locsin Jr. Secretary Miller also disclosed to Secretary Lorenzana that one C-130 military aircraft is scheduled to be delivered to the armed forces of the Philippines on December 17. Both Defense Secretary agreed to have a continued military-to-military engagement between two nations. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana said, and I quote, "We are grateful for the support provided by the United States as we continuously work on the enhancement of the Philippines' defense capabilities. The modernization of the AFP will ultimately allow us to respond more effectively to both traditional and non-traditional security threats to our maritime nation. Our government expresses our deep appreciation for the U.S. government's assistance in protecting our borders from external threats." Unquote. The meeting between Secretary Miller and Secretary Lorenzana highlight the U.S. government's commitment in helping the long-standing and steadfast alliances between two countries in securing national and regional security. Secretary Miller also announced the U.S. government's 1.1 billion Philippine peso or $23.4 million financial assistance to the Philippines. This includes COVID-19 assistance and disaster relief for the recent typhoon victims and for the Philippines' counter-terrorism and maritime security efforts. This year the United States transferred several defense articles to the armed forces of the Philippines to support the AFP's modernization goals. This will strengthen the AFP's sniper, riverine, joint precision strike and counter-improvised explosive device capabilities. 2 weeks ago, November 23, U.S. National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien turned over 868 million Philippine peso or $18 million worth of defense articles, which include precision-guided munitions and training to the armed forces of the Philippines. Meanwhile, on November 25, the U.S. Secretary of the Air Force Barbara Barrett handed over Scan Eagle unmanned aerial system to the Philippine Navy. The Philippines is said to be the largest recipient of U.S. military assistance in the Indo-Pacific region, according to the Department of National Defense.